In A Slow and Certain Light, Elizabeth Elliot writes about two young Americans that decided that they were going to go on a great adventure, and they went to Quito, Ecuador, determined that they were going to go to the great Amazon rainforest, and they were going to spend 6 months there exploring and going through things, and then write their great novel, great book about it, of all their experiences. And so they went to the stores and the different places, and they were buying all the equipment that they thought they needed, and they were doing everything, and they got all of this equipment put together and decided to set out, and suddenly realized that one of the things that they needed to know was they needed to know something about the language. And so actually that's when they met Elizabeth, and because she was fluent in the language, and so they came to her and said, "Can you teach us just a few statements, a few phrases and everything that can help us to get by?" And she said, "Well, yes, I can do that, but you're going to need some other things." And they said, "Well, no, we have all of this equipment. We have everything that we need. We have every part of the equipment that we need in order to go and do our adventure." And she just kind of laughed a little bit at him, and she said, "Yeah, you have all of those other things," she said, "but the one piece of equipment that you don't have is the one that I would suggest for you, that you should always have if you're going to go do something like this." And they said, "Well, what is that?" And she said, "A guide. You need a guide." You know, the thing of it is that most of us don't realize it in our life, but we need a guide as well. And the great guide is there to take us through our life, if we will just let him. You know, so many times we try to prepare ourselves for everything else that we think that we need, and all of these things that we can buy, or all of these things that we can get our education for, or whatever. But yet, the greatest guide for our life is the one who in fact created our life. Take heart today. Follow after the true guide, the guide that made you who you are. Follow what God has to say. Invite him to guide your life. You'll never be the same, and you will have a great adventure. This is Pastor Riley, and that's just a thought.